Some stories are more than just stories. They're lessons. This isn't just about an athlete. It's about something much deeper. It's about how someone can go through the absolute worst, unimaginable pain and turn it into legendary power. Today, we're going to unpack the incredible life of Milkha Singh. There's this one line that just perfectly sums up his whole legacy. It goes something like, "This is the story of Milkha Singh, who wasn't just a runner, but became India's flying Sikh." And that title, right? The Flying Sikh, it's so much more than a cool nickname. It really stands for a spirit that no matter what, just refused to be broken. So, you might be thinking, where did this all start for him? Where does a legend like that begin? Well, it wasn't on some perfect, pristine athletic track. No, it began in the middle of fire and chaos, during one of the most painful moments in modern history. Okay, so we have to go back to 1947, during the partition of India. A young Milkha Singh saw things that no one, especially a child, should ever see. He lost his entire family in the violence. I mean, just try to wrap your head around that for a second. It's a level of trauma that's almost impossible for us to really, truly comprehend. And this is the key thing you have to understand. For him, as this orphaned kid, running, it wasn't a sport. It wasn't a hobby. It was his only response to all the horror. It was just this desperate, primal instinct. He was literally running for his life. So, after all that chaos, after struggling just to survive, Milka finds a new beginning. And he finds it in a place you might not expect. He found structure, a new path, in the Indian army. And it's here, in the army, where that raw survival instinct starts getting shaped into something else. Think of it like this. All that pain, all that energy, it finally had an outlet. The discipline, the routine, it gave him a way to channel it. And for the very first time in his life, he wasn't just running from his past. He was running towards a future. But okay, let's be real. Going from a raw runner to a world-class champion, that doesn't happen overnight. It's an absolutely grueling process. This next part of his story, it's all about the forge. That immense pressure, that incredible effort it takes to create something truly extraordinary. And look, his journey was not some fairy tale. It wasn't an overnight success story. He got crushed in his early races. He faced defeat. But the turning point, the thing that made him Milkha Singh, was how he responded to that failure. It was just relentless, punishing, brutal hard work. Seriously, there are stories that he would train so hard, he would literally spit blood. And all that incredible effort, it absolutely paid off. Big time. He goes on to win gold medals at the Commonwealth Games, the Asian Games. He becomes a household name, a national hero. I mean, just think about that transformation. The boy who once ran just to survive was now a champion, running to win. But you know how it is with every great story, right? There's always that final test. And for Milkha Singh, this wasn't just about winning another medal. Oh no. This was a race that would force him to face the absolute source of all his pain. A high-stakes race in Pakistan, the very country where he had lost everything. So this was the real question, the one everyone was wondering. This was so much more than a 400-meter sprint. This was Milkha Singh versus his own past, his own ghosts, his own trauma. Could he actually outrun it all? Could he finally find some kind of peace on that track? And the answer? Wow. In the end, he didn't just win the race. He did so much more. He defeated his past. By running and winning on that very soil, he achieved this incredible psychological victory. He closed a circle of pain that had followed him his entire life. Just powerful. So, what's the big takeaway from all this? What can we learn from his incredible life? Well, his legacy isn't just a bunch of medals in a trophy case. It's a really powerful philosophy. It's a message that honestly applies to every single one of us. You can basically boil his whole message down to one powerful idea. It starts with this thought: if pain becomes courage, just let that sink in for a moment. It's a pretty radical idea, right? That the absolute worst things that happen to us don't have to be the things that break us. They can actually be transformed. And here's the punchline, the powerful conclusion. Then anyone can become a flying Sikh. See, the flying Sikh isn't just about one guy, Milkha Singh. It's a metaphor. It represents anyone who can take their deepest, darkest pain and forge it into their greatest strength. It's not a title you're given, it's a state of mind. It's an achievement of the human spirit. And so that leaves us with this one final, really powerful question. This is the core lesson from his entire journey, and it's kind of a challenge to all of us. When you look at your own life, your own struggles, your own history, what pain do you have that's just waiting to be turned into your courage? What pain could become your defining strength?